Hi students, welcome to VTeach. Today I would like to explain tree pruning in data mining and data warehousing. Before going to start the session, we briefly understand what is the significance of tree pruning and how to avoid the anomalies in tree pruning and where we have to apply the tree pruning technique I will discuss here. And now the next one is tree pruning. When a decision tree is built, we have to many of the branches are generated with reflect anomalies. Anomalies is nothing but unrelated data. In some cases we call it as unrelated data. In times we have to analyze the related data, and in the training data due to the noise or outliers. So I already told you what is the noise and what is the outlier. And now the tree pruning methods address this problem overfitting the data. Such methods typically use the statistical measures. So statistical measures is nothing but we applied the regression techniques, and now are to remove the least reliable branches. Least reliable branches. The pruned trees tend to be smaller and less complex and thus easier to comprehend. So why? Because the pruned trees tend to smaller. Whatever the data are there, the data is divided into smaller partitions. The smaller partitions are less complex. Less complex is nothing but whenever the data is divided into the smaller partitions, we have to reduce the complexity, and then thus easier to comprehend it. So they are usually faster and better correctly classifying the independent test data. So whenever the data is split into the smaller groups, we can easily find out the correct solution or right solution for the existing problem. So previously unseen tuples, then the unpruned trees. Now how does tree pruning work? That is, there are two common approaches of the tree pruning techniques. That is, first one is pre-pruning and post-pruning. Pre-pruning and post-pruning. The pre-pruning is nothing but the tree is pruned by halting its construction early. The construction is early. Halting the construction is early. Upon halting, the node becomes a leaf. The leaf may hold the most frequent class among the subset tuples or the probability distribution of these tuples. See this one, unpruned and pruned trees. Two different types of the pruned trees are here. That is, this is the pre-pruned and the another one is post-pruned. And now if the partitioning the tuple at a node would result in a split and that fall below a specified threshold, then the further partitioning of the given subset is halted. And then what we are understanding of this point of pre-pruning, earlier we can constructed the any tree. This is not possible to apply the pre-pruning technique. Because why? Because partitioning of the given subset is halted. The subset is already halted here. What it is? For example, see this example. This is the root node, and this root node, this is the left hand position, and left hand position we can create at the left subtree, and the right hand position I can divide it into the right subtree. So this is the right subtree. We can divide it into the two parts. And now if the in the pre-pruning technique, what is the pre-pruning technique? A tree is pruned by halting its construction early. So early we can construct the tree, and then the node becomes a leaf. The node becomes a leaf. Whenever we are considering this root node, that is a first leaf node, because so this is the empty space. There is no nodes are created here. First I need to create the node. That node consider as what? It is a what it is? It is a one of the leaf node. It becomes a leaf node, and then the leaf may hold the most frequent class. What it holds? It holds the most frequent class. Most frequent class among the subset tuples. What are the subset tuples? Here number of subsets are there here. So after creating the pre-pruning tree are the probability distribution of those tuples. And now what we are understanding of this pre-pruning, we need to create the pre-pruning construction. We have to apply the number of attributes. What it is? How to apply the post pruning. So this is the post pruning technique. So after that, we have to apply the subtrees from the fully grown tree. In the fully grown tree, a subtree at a given node is pruned by removing the branches and replacing it with the leaf. And see the second one. See the second one. The same tree we have to pruned after. This is called it as what? Post prune. And the same thing. What we are pruning here. Same thing I can explain here. That is class B. So in the left hand position of the subtree, only class A, class B and class A is there. And coming to the right hand side, class A is there, class B and class B. The three same nodes are there in the right hand position. So now I would like to prune class B. So what is the node we have to apply here? The A3 is pruned. After completion of this post prune, the A3 is pruned. So whenever the A3 is pruned, we can replace it with the leaf node. What is the leaf node of this? Class B is replaced with the A3. And now, what is the cast complexity pruning? The meaning of complexity, it's a pruning complexity or in the time complexity, or we can reduce that complexity, the pruning algorithm used in CART. What is the CART? Classification and regression tree we used. An example, post pruning approach. Using this post pruned approach, considers the cast complexity of a tree to be a function of the number of leaves in the tree and the error rate of the tree. So what we leave? It is leaves the tree and the error rate of the tree is reduces. I mean error complexity is also reduces. And now for each internal node n, it computes the cast complexity. So what is the internal node here? So this is the internal node. It computes the cast complexity. So at n and the cast complexity of the subtree at n, if it were to be pruned, so where we can apply the pruning technique. So that is the exact positions we have to be find out. And now the two values are compared. If pruning the subtree at node n would result in a smaller cast complexity, then subtree is pruned, otherwise it kept. Now a pruning set of class label tuples is used to estimate the cast complexity. So what are the pruning set? So this is after the pruning is applied, we have to get the final resultant tree. So that resultant tree is called as what? Pruning set of class label tuples is used to estimate the cast complexity. And now this set is independent of the training set, used to build an unpruned tree. Unpruned tree and of any test set used for accuracy estimation. Any test set, not for the trained set. So here we have to observe this one. So this is not a trained, so this is a test. This is the test. So this is trained and test set. So the algorithm generates a set of progressively pruned trees. Progressively pruned trees. What is the pruned tree? So how to consider this pruned tree? This is the post pruned trees. And now in general, the smallest decision tree that minimizes the cast complexity is preferred. So why the resultant tree of the post pruned? Why we are seeing that? That is the minimizes the cast complexity we are preferred. And now C4.5 uses a method called pessimistic pruning, which is similar to the cast complexity method, and that is also uses the error rate estimation to make the decision regarding the subtree pruning. So what is the subtree pruning? This is the main tree, and this tree we have to, this is the subtree. So we have to prune any particular node of this subtree. So that is called subtree pruning. Yes, this is the subtree pruning.